Welcome to another edition of Breaking News brought to you by Source Selection Soundbites. Today we will discuss the case of Shearwater Mission Support LLC that was decided at the GAO. The case concerns a solicitation published by the Navy. Under the RFP, the contractor was to provide all labor, supervision, management, tools, materials, equipment, facilities, transportation, incidental engineering, and other items necessary to provide a variety of services to the Navy. The PWS identified 19 different technical annexes, each representing a discrete service or work area. The RFP said price would be evaluated by one of 4 comparative evaluation techniques to ensure a reasonable price. After several rounds of discussions where Shearwater was informed of the areas the agency considered too high and those the agency considered too low, the agency awarded to Shearwater's competitor, who was determined to be technically equal to Shearwater, but with a lower price. When Shearwater learned of the award decision, they filed a protest with the GAO contesting the agency's improper realism analysis. Shearwater asserts that because the solicitation's price evaluation terms authorize the agency to conduct only a price reasonableness evaluation, the agency was not permitted to perform a price realism analysis. Shearwater claims that the agency nonetheless analyzed price proposals for realism, and that this improper price realism evaluation led the agency to conclude incorrectly that Shearwater's proposed prices for certain annexes were unreasonably low. In response to Shearwater's protest, the agency asserted that the solicitation and the evaluation criteria did not contain a price realism evaluation criterion, nor did the agency apply an unstated price realism criterion. Moreover, in the debriefing, the agency stated that it did not perform a price realism analysis. En route to finding against the agency, the GAO agreed with the agency that the solicitation did not call for a price realism analysis. However, the contemporary price evaluation record shows that the agency nevertheless performed one. The agency used a predetermined percent variance to assess whether the proposed price for each technical annex was unreasonably high or low. If an offeror's proposed price for a particular annex was a certain percentage higher than the IGCE price for that annex, it was considered unreasonably high. Conversely, if it was a certain percentage lower than the IGCE, it was considered unreasonably low. Based on this evaluation, the agency entered into discussions with offerors and informed Shearwater that its proposed prices for certain annexes were either unreasonably low or unreasonably high. Moreover, the contemporaneous price evaluation record thus shows that the agency found that Shearwater's proposed prices for certain annexes were unreasonably low, because the agency was concerned that the low prices were unrealistic and may increase performance risk or indicate a lack of understanding of the RFP requirements. GAO stated these findings are the hallmarks of a price realism evaluation. GAO has repeatedly found that an analysis of whether prices are unrealistically low constitutes a price realism evaluation. The price reasonableness evaluation set forth in the solicitation should only have evaluated the price to determine if it's too high, not too low. Given these facts, the GAO sustained the protest. Now let's address a few of the lessons learned from this protest. They include: 1. The solicitation cannot announce one evaluation process and perform another. 2. Price reasonableness concerns an evaluation of price to determine if it's too high only. And 3. A price realism analysis evaluates the price to determine if it's too low. And 4. Don't be misled by the language in FAR 15.402A 3, which says in pertinent part, use techniques such as, but not limited to price analysis, cost analysis, and/or cost realism analysis to establish a fair and reasonable price. Notwithstanding the language in this FAR passage, Realism has nothing to do with determining whether the vendor's price is fair and reasonable. In this episode of Source Selection Soundbites, we discuss the Shearwater case and the price realism concepts associated with it. This concludes today's Source Selection Soundbite. If this video was helpful, hit the like and subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any new material. If you want more details on the subject, they are available on the Source Selection Answer app. It contains lectures, quizzes, court cases, sample documents, and more material that allows practitioners to quickly obtain actionable knowledge. Thanks for watching. See you next time.